forecast is brought to you by Awesome Web Hosting and Domain Names at ozsome.com. Tuesday weather forecast, mostly sunny skies today with temperatures near 50 and a north wind 10 to 15. Light winds tonight, mostly clear, around 30 by morning. Wednesday should be mostly sunny, about 50 to 55, and it'll stay around 55 Thursday, mostly sunny. A chance of rain showers Friday, partly to mostly cloudy, in the low 50s. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Catherine Drew. The partial shutdown of the U.S. federal government has ended after congressional Republicans and Democrats voted for a temporary funding bill. U.S. President Donald Trump tweeted that the Democrats had caved in. A soldier has been killed and at least 14 people injured after an avalanche in Japan that is thought to have been triggered by volcanic movement. And American singer Neil Diamond, who turned 77 this week, has announced his retirement from touring after disclosing he has Parkinson's disease.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. I am joined in the studio by some very, very special young people. I have Miss Taylon, Miss Nessi, and Mr. Ty Jenkins. Good morning, you all.
Good morning.
I am so happy to have them back here. These young people have been on the move, and of course they are accompanied by their dad, Mr. Taylon Jenkins. Thank you for bringing them and supporting them in everything that they do. Our phone lines are open, so throughout the show, if you would like to call, give these young people some encouraging words, the phone number is 870-277-1080, and always we are streaming live on Facebook. We already have a message from Miss Lachey Robinson. She says, "Good morning, girls, from one of your biggest fans." Lachey follows you all the time, so she tries to keep up with everything that y'all do. She has a young son, so she also tries to keep him actively involved in things that are going on around the community. All right, so since these young ladies and gentlemen were here last time, they have been on the move. So without further ado, we're going to get into what they have been up to. When they were here last, they were preparing for a trip to Washington, D.C. to speak at an anti-bullying rally?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they were some of the keynote speakers, and I saw some of the video and pictures. They looked like you had a really wonderful time. It was a great turnout, a lot of activities going on. So please tell our listeners and viewers more about how the Washington trip went.
Well, there was a lot of protesting. There was a lot of people. There was a lot of different activities, like with the fact of bullying and civil rights, and just so we marched for a while, and more people joined into the march, and it was really fun.
That's awesome. How would you say? About how many young people was there ever a tally done, or was there ever a report posted saying about how many young people showed up?
I think maybe around 200.
Okay.
Or 100, 200 people.
Okay. That's a great turnout for. Was it the first time an event like that took place in Washington or in that particular area?
I think there's been a lot of different events like that in Washington.
All right. And so do you hope to go again? Is it an annual event?
Yes.
Okay, so I know that you all are making plans to go again, hopefully. And we'll definitely stay on top of that and keep a watch out on you all and let everybody know what's going on so they can help support all of your efforts. That all the things that you're doing to try to raise awareness for bullying. So before we get more into some of your other events, let's talk about why anti-bullying is so important to you all. And I want each of you all to answer, why is it important to you?
It is important to me because people are getting bullied a lot and it shouldn't be happening. So we would like to stop it and help others.
Alright.
Well, I think it's important because there's a bullying everywhere, and I think it's just better. It's a better and healthier community if there's no bullying, and a lot of people are happier because people are bringing them down.
All right. And I know that I hope your parents try to shield you from some of the news, but unfortunately, there have been some sad stories in the news. Are you aware of some of those stories of some young people that, because of bullying, they have made other choices to try to take their life?
Oh, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard any.
Okay, well, unfortunately, there has been some young people that the bullying got the best of them, and now their parents are having to deal with the outcome of that. What would you say to a young person that is considering suicide or self-harm in some way just to alleviate the pain and whatever of dealing with bullying?
I would tell them that, in my own words, that if you think in the right mindset and you don't try to push yourself all the way to that limit, and you try to find the right people to hang out with and try to avoid that person as much as you can, then it will be okay. But if you can't avoid that person, I think it would be best if you went and told someone or tried to get help.
Alrighty. And I want to put this out there for the adults. If you see a child that you feel may have some behavior issues or maybe suffering from depression or some type of other emotional distress, please reach out to that child as well. You never know what they're dealing with. So it takes the child to speak out, but it also takes the adults in their life to recognize that something could be possibly going on. Okay. All right, so since you've been back from Washington, you have done some other speaking engagements, but we can't go any further without giving a shout out to Officer Shay Racy from the DARE program. So let's talk a little bit more about your collaboration with that.
Well, Officer Racy has been a huge help with our No Bullies Allowed. He's been there since we basically started it.
Okay.
He gave us our DARE shirts to wear around when we go speaking. He's a sponsor, and he shouts us out. He just helps as much as he can, really.
That's awesome. We have some more. Lachey, I want to tell you, she's your biggest fan. She is really your biggest fan. She says, do they have any public speaking events scheduled? Would love to bring my 8-year-old son because bullying is at an all-time high right now. And then she says, why do I get so teary-eyed hearing them speak? It warms my heart. Some adults need to follow these young people's lead. And shout out to Officer Shay Racy. Okay. Shay's going to be crying before the end of the show. But you all are really doing a wonderful job at helping to raise awareness when it comes to bullying. Bullying, it is at an all-time high, unfortunately. And sadly, even some adults still bully each other.
Yes.
We do it on a different level when it comes to social media and things like that because we can hide behind our phone or computer. But at school, you don't have anything to hide behind. It's kind of in your face. And Mr. Ty, at your school, have you noticed any signs of bullying? No, he's just not going to talk to us today. That's okay. All right, so Ms. Nessi, tell us about what it's like at your school. Since you all have started this anti-bullying campaign, what has it been like at your school? Have more kids start talking to you and maybe opening up to you about what they're dealing with?
Some of them have. They come to me and they ask how to deal with it and why, and they tell me why they're getting bullied. But usually there's no reason they're getting bullied. People just bully them first because they're scared they're going to get hurt, so they hurt them first.
Alrighty. Have you all noticed, I've watched quite a few videos on Facebook and Instagram, and sometimes you see kids sitting by themselves. They've either been bullied, teased in some way, or just feel like they are not included in a particular group. Do you try to reach out to children you see that may be alone or their head down, or I don't know?
Mm-hmm. Yes, if somebody has their head down and they're sitting by themselves, I would usually go over there and ask, hey, do you want to sit at my lunch table with me and my friends? Or if their head is down, I'll ask them if they're okay or just something that may cheer them up because they're obviously by themselves. Or
Okay. I want to encourage all parents, encourage your child to speak up and talk to you. Parents, I would like for you to allow your children to speak to you with no consequences, meaning don't react right away when they open up to you, because it takes a lot for a child to open up. I'm sure that you have a great relationship with your parents and they have made it easy to talk to, but a lot of kids don't always have that luxury of having understanding and loving parents to open up to. So when you're doing your speaking, do you try to encourage the kids to try to talk to their parents, or find a time that's best, say after school, on the ride home, or around the dinner table, or things like that?
Yeah. Well, we speak around. Well,
do you try to encourage kids to open up to their parents?
I do. Well, yes, because some people like to hide it.
Okay.
And they don't want to show their parents, but I say you should tell your parents and they can help you.
That's right. Because when you don't talk about your emotions, they just build and build and build. And then that's what leads to someone getting involved in some type of bad behavior that can cause them harm. So we don't want to see any harm come to any child. We have some more Facebook shout outs from Miss Helen Scott. It says, great job, kiddos. Remember to eat your veggies. Helen is she's a health nut. She's trying to help keep me on track too. Mr. David Karn says, great job, young ladies. Way to lead by example. True leaders of your school and community. Very proud. So you have a lot of fans out there. So keep up the good work. We can't wait to see so much more. So you went to Washington. You spoke at that rally. Mm-hmm. You've been working very hard with Officer Shay Racy, and many more events to come. All right, so next you went to Osceola and spoke at their STEAM Academy. Yes. So please tell us all about that.
Well, we had fun while we went there. We spoke about bullying and we asked the kids questions. Have they ever been to the bully? And probably nobody raised their hand. But then whenever they said, have they been bullied, a lot of people rose their hand. And it was a great experience. We got pictures and people were interested in the topic.
Do you think when students admit they've been bullied, it makes the bullies kind of feel some kind of way, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this? Do you think some bullies have any regrets about being mean to other kids?
Probably some,
but like some of the bullies that I know at my school, like if they get in trouble for bullying or doing something to a certain kid, they seem like they don't care at all, and it's really horrible.
Okay, so maybe sometimes when people bully other people, there's something going on with them. So maybe they just need someone to be nice to them, or maybe they need to speak to one of the school counselors or somebody, because there's something they're dealing with that they don't know how to handle. So I'm not saying give the bullies a free pass, but for everyone out there listening, if you know someone who's bullying, maybe they need somebody to talk to as well. So if you notice anyone in your school bullying, maybe say, why don't you go talk to the counselor, go talk to the principal, go talk to somebody, because you got something going on that you need to deal with. Because they're taking out their emotions on somebody else who can't fight them back. And that's usually what a bully is. They pick on someone who can't defend themselves in that moment, or who they know won't fight them back, and that's not right at all. So tell us some more about what happened at Osceola. Did the kids ask you a lot of questions?
After we got done speaking, we asked them if they wanted to ask any questions or take pictures or anything, and well, some kids did ask questions, some kids wanted pictures. It was just like kind of spread out, okay. I guess, but it was really fun. A lot of kids did cooperate. A lot of kids did come and speak to us. It was really fun.
All right. Miss Helen also asked, what grade level do you see the most bullying problems?
I feel like maybe 6th grade, middle school, to maybe 9th or 10th grade.
I see from 6th grade to probably 11th grade, because when you're in high school, you see a lot of bullying most of the time.
I think it's not, well, I have a teenage, well, he's not a teen, oh my God, he's not a teenager anymore. I have a son who's older, and what I noticed during that age bracket is kids are trying to figure out who they are, make their place in the world, and go to school, keep the grades up, deal with stuff at home. And yes, some of them have a lot of frustration, a lot of issues that they just don't know how to handle, but it's still not right to bully. I'm not saying that at all. It's not right to be mean to anybody. I think they do need to find somebody to talk to. But part of their frustration is just trying to figure out who they are. I know there's a lot of peer pressure that you all deal with. I don't know. I would love to see the school counselors do a little more. Not to say they're not doing their jobs, but school therapists, counselors, administrators, I would just like to see some more, I guess, interaction with the children.
Yes.
I would love to see bullying go down to 0, but we'll see how that goes throughout the rest of this year. I'm sure with your campaign and raising awareness, hopefully more bullies will be kind of like, okay, I'm gonna take a step back from my behavior and do something a little different.
Yes.
And be nicer. All right. So you did the Osceola STEAM Academy. Did they invite y'all to come back for another event?
Yes, the principal said she would definitely be looking into another time where we could come back and speak again.
Okay, so what about some of the other schools around Jonesboro, like either or in other districts like Westside, Valley View? You all go to Nettleton, so Jonesboro. Have any of those schools reached out to you all, or have you reached out to them?
I think we've reached out to Jonesboro because I think, not to be rude, but I think Jonesboro may need quite a
bit
talk
Right.
about bullying. Valley View may need a pep talk about it too.
Okay.
But I don't really know about West Side.
Okay. Well, we would love for you to go to every school. So if there are any administrators listening, maybe you should be in class by now, but if you are listening or you know someone that's an administrator at any school, please reach out to them and put a word in to get these young ladies in their school to talk about no bullies allowed. I wanted to, before we go into some of your other events, I want to talk about your hashtag. I want to see this trending all over the place. Do you have maybe an Instagram or Twitter or Facebook page?
We have an Instagram page.
Okay, and what is it called?
Tay and Nessi.
Tay and Nessi, like A-N-D or like
A-N-D.
spelled out? Okay. Okay, and that's TAYANDNESSI?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's Tay and Nessi on Instagram. So go check them out and show them some love. Okay, and are you going to start like a Facebook fan or like page or?
Well, we definitely could.
Okay.
We can look into that.
Okay, but for now, go check them out on Instagram. We have some more questions or comments from Lachey. She says the last time they were there, they spoke about doing a dance for a fundraiser. Are they still doing that? Yes, Lachey, we're going to get into that in a minute. They're doing another dance. And she said we need to connect you all with Chelsea Chapman about a community event. Chelsea works for the city of Jonesboro, and she is always trying to put together some youth-centered, youth-focused events. And then Lachey says hashtag Tay and Nessi. Looks like y'all have a new cheerleader. Cheerleader spokesperson, marketing person.
Yes.
So Terrell, you can look up Lachey. She will help you spread the word about these lovely young people and the work that they're doing for the community. So let's talk about how have the adults received you all. What has been the feedback from the adults in the community that you have come in contact with?
We have gotten a lot of good feedback from the adults in the community, actually. A lot of people will contact my dad or find a way to contact my mom to tell us good job or to keep doing what we're doing, and that they want to see us keep doing what we're doing and go around and speaking
some
and
more.
raising an awareness.
You know, you all might could speak to some of these grown-up groups around here, because while we as grown-ups think we know it all and got it all together, we don't. And sometimes it helps to hear from a different perspective, from a youth's perspective. Okay, we might need to change some of our attitudes and behaviors and how we interact with people, because grown-ups can get a little mean and petty sometimes.
Yes, they can.
She did not hesitate to agree with me. Okay, so yeah, we could use some work on our attitude and behavior sometime, present party included.
Yeah.
All right, so we you all are going to be hosting another dance.
Yes.
All right, so the last time we were here, we talked about the dance before. It looks like it was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was very fun.
All right, so let's talk about this next dance. Well, I'm going to hold off on that because we're going to get ready to come to a break. But before we go to our break, tell people how they can reach out to you. We're going to keep spreading that information, but tell people how they can reach out to you to either get more information, to get you booked for their events.
Well, they can reach out to us at our email, which is bookingtaylonandnessi@gmail.com.
Okay.
They can also contact our Instagram, Tay and Nessi, or they can contact my dad's Instagram at Terrell Jenkins.
Terrell C. Jenkins.
Okay, Terrell C. Jenkins on Instagram. Okay. And then, of course, you've seen Terrell all over Facebook as well, but today's not his day, sorry. It's all about the babies. So, all right, so we're going to get ready to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll talk more about the details of the dance and your trip to California. All right, you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Please do not go anywhere. You don't want to miss the rest of the show. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
When's the last time you went to the store with your wife? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. It's no mystery. Many women enjoy shopping as an experience. On the other hand, most men shop with the hunter mentality. Get what you need as quickly as you can and get back to your cave. With these two polar opposite mindsets, shopping together can be frustrating if you let it. So, what's the solution? Look at shopping with your wife as a date, a way to spend time with her. When you're shopping with her, make communication and fun a top priority. Maybe even enjoy a nice dinner afterwards. If you do, you'll go home with a very happy wife. Remember, your family first.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sain Motors in Paragould, strongly believes in the values of family and hard work with a commitment to the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces who keep America free, providing sales and servicing of Chevys, GMCs, Buicks, and Cadillacs, located at 6345 Highway 49 in Paragould. 870-565-4358. Details at glensainparagould.com and at klekfm.org. God bless our troops.
The key to making this station even better could be parked in your driveway right now. Donate your old car to us, you'll get a tax deduction, and we'll tow it away for free.
Go to klekfm.org for more information.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Quabila Harden, and with me here are Miss Taylon and Miss Nessi and Mr. Ty Jenkins. I want to thank you all so much for joining in. Again, the phone lines are open, 870-277 1080, or you can leave us a message on our Facebook live stream. We have Mr. Stan Morris checking in, and he said, "This is so cool." Thank you for checking in, Stan. All right, so before we went to break, we talked about we were going to lead into the upcoming dance that's happening, so which will lead into your California trip. So please tell us more about this dance.
Well, this dance that we're having is another bullying awareness dance. It's February 2nd. It costs $5. There's going to be a DJ. It's just going to be just like the last one.
Okay.
But we're trying to raise money so we can keep traveling around the country to speak about our bullying awareness.
All right. So have you all planned a KAIT interview?
Well, we've done one. I think maybe a week or so after our last dance.
Okay. Well, keep going on. People need to hear all about the work that you are doing. We can never raise enough awareness about this topic because it is just getting out of hand. Bullying is getting out of hand. And unfortunately, with social media, we're now able to see and hear more of these stories. And as a parent, it really breaks my heart to hear of a child that feels that they'd rather choose death over life just due to someone being mean to them. That should never be a choice, ever, for anyone. Definitely not for a child who has so much to live for. I know school can be hard. Classes are hard. You know, you're under pressure to make good grades and then hopefully go to college at some point. But you should never have to choose life over death because of bullying. Point blank, period. Okay, so let's talk about this dance some more. It's $5 to get in. And what grades are you allowed, or what grades are able to attend?
6th, 7th, and 8th.
All right, so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Again, and what is the location?
The location is St. Bernard's Auditorium.
Okay, so the St. Bernard's Auditorium on February 2nd. 6th, 7th, 8th grades. There's $5 to get in, and the money raised goes towards your No Bullies Allowed campaign. And you all are getting ready to head to Berkeley, California after the dance. And tell us what's going to be happening in Berkeley.
We're going to a Black History event in Berkeley.
Okay.
We're the keynote speakers, and we're going to be speaking around on that topic.
That is absolutely amazing. So, say someone is not able to, like us adults, can't come to the dance. How can we support you all in your mission?
I think you can just maybe come and help, or you can probably share about the dance so other people can know about it, and maybe they could come, or their children can come.
Okay, and this is on a Friday night, so let your kids come out for a good cause. Now, what if adults just want to make a donation to you? How can they reach out to you?
They can reach out to our social medias or our email.
All right, and we'll make sure to post that email. I'll post it on our next break. I can't type and talk at the same time. Okay, so, but for those of you out there listening that want to write it down, it is booking Taylon and Nessi, Nesi, at gmail.com. You can reach out to them for more information, or if you would just like to make a donation to the cause, hashtag No Bullies Allowed. We would love to see that trending everywhere. So let's make it happen. All right, so going to California. Now, do you have a particular topic you're speaking? I know you're speaking about bullying, but did they give you any particular guidelines to speak on, or?
I think we're just going to be reading off our notes.
Okay.
Of our speech.
Okay, so is this event centered around young people, like the particular time frame that you all are going?
Yes.
Okay, and so will it be youth from all over the United States?
I think there will be quite a few adults too.
Okay, and so do you know the location or where this event would take place?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, so we'll make sure to get that information for you all so you can stay on track of what these girls are doing. Keep up with them. All right, we have some more Facebook questions. Lachey says she would love to help and donate, and so we'll make sure to get you that contact information. And Miss Helen says, is there a dress code for the dance? And Miss Helen, the age limit is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And thank you, Lachey, for the compliment. She says, Kaylee K, thanks for bringing awareness to bullying. I'm an adult and really needed to hear this segment this morning. Well, thank you, Lachey. I'm glad that you're benefiting from this conversation. I hope that more adults are benefiting from this conversation. Like I said before, we still have some work to do ourselves. We have a lot of work to do. So it's not just the kids, it's the adults. And sometimes kids learn their behavior from their adults that they live with. So we need to start changing that up as well. With some of the kids that you talk to, the ones that are either being bullied or that do the bullying, do you ever talk to them about, or have they ever opened up about maybe what goes on at home? I know some people don't like to talk all about their personal business, but has anyone ever expressed some things that's going on at home?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not to me.
Not to you? Okay. What school? Now tell us again what school you go to.
Nettleton Middle School.
You go to Nettleton Middle, and you go to?
Nettleton Junior High.
Okay. And so what all grades are at the middle school?
It's just 6th grade.
Just 6th grade. And then?
My school is 7th and 8th grade.
7th and 8th grade. Okay. So there's a big transition going from 6th grade to 7th and 8th grade. Again, there's that peer pressure that there is that you're not really a little kid, but you're not a teenager. And so you're kind of that in-between phase and just trying to figure it all out. And so a lot of emotions going on. And so some kids just don't know how to handle that emotion. And yes, they turn to bullying. So we would like to see that change all the way around.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that you ladies you have taken the lead on this project, this campaign, and you're trying to raise awareness on this issue. All right, so after you come back from California, what's on your books now? What's on your books then?
We are going to Atlanta.
Atlanta? Oh, so tell us about that.
We're going to a masquerade gala by Marlicia Yancey.
Who?
Marlicia Yancey.
Okay. I'm going to have to look her up. So tell us more about Miss Yancey.
Well, I think she came to my dad's last event, the Black Tie Fair event, or the awards event, basically. I know she goes around, she does a lot of good things, and I think we're going to finally get to meet her at the Masquerade Gala in Atlanta.
So will you all get to speak, or just going to have some fun?
I think we're going to speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so when you all are doing your research and putting your speeches together, do you find something new that you want to highlight and talk about each time for each event?
Yes, we maybe take something out or add something into our speech each event.
Okay. And then so at the end of each event, your speeches and things like that, what is the one message you really try to leave with the group?
That no bullying is right, basically, and how bad it can hurt someone and what good you can do by not bullying.
Okay. So do you feel that, I know I've talked about adults, do you feel that you would like to speak to some adult groups?
Yes.
All right, so I'm putting it out there. If there are any adult groups that would love to have these young ladies come and talk to you, any parents that just, I don't know, whoever, please invite these young ladies out to speak to your group. We have a lot of civic groups around town. There are a lot of groups that mentor young people, so I'm sure you'll be a great fit to come and speak to their groups, to whoever they work with, and the different groups of kids that they work with. Okay, so what are your hopes, your goals for 2018? What would you like to accomplish?
To get to travel all around the world, to lots and lots of different places to spread our message.
Yes. All right, so have you all been doing some research on, say, global events, activities that are going on in other countries that you would like to attend?
Yes.
What are some countries that interest you?
I'm still hooked on Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I really liked Washington, D.C.
What about going overseas? Are there any places you have your eye on?
Ooh. I don't know.
Alrighty. Well, maybe when you get home, you can start doing some research and see what's going on around the world, because this is something that affects children everywhere. I mean, like London, Africa, China, like everywhere. So we would love to see a nationwide, a global No Bullies Allowed campaign. I think I brought this up once before, but have you ever considered maybe starting a chapter or like organization where people in other school districts or other states or cities can start chapters centered around the No Bullies Allowed campaign? I know you all have a lot going on with school and sports and other activities. Is it something you maybe would consider at some point?
Yes.
We would love to see this spread. Do you all make any contact, or do you know if there are any other anti-bullying groups in, say, other states?
I haven't really heard of any, but I'm sure there probably is.
All right, so I'm sure that once people get word of what you all are doing, it would make them want to step up and take the lead in their own areas. What about in the summertime? What do y'all want to do, or since school be out, what kind of activities would you like to do in the summer to still keep the momentum going?
Probably the kind of activities I would want to do is go somewhere that it would be fun to go to and at the same time to speak at, because then like a day we could get off of just speaking and we could just go play or something, and then the next day we could get ready to go speak at that place.
And I think once you kind of let your guard down, have fun, let loose, I think that opens everybody up and makes people more relaxed and like, okay. It's like it maybe takes your mind off of those that are bullies. Hopefully it takes their mind off of wanting to be mean to other kids if they can see that they have more in common with kids, someone their age than differences. They have more in common than they have differences. So hopefully it would change their mind or attitude about wanting to be mean and bullying. And they can see, okay, I can have fun, whether it's a water park or baseball or basketball or whatever the activity is. All right, so now let's switch gears a little bit. On your downtime, what do you do? I know that you spend a lot of energy into putting together your talking points for the No Bullies Allowed campaign, but what do you do in some of your spare time? Do you have any spare time?
Well, I'm usually on my phone, or talking to my friends.
Okay.
It's been too cold to go outside.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we just usually just hang out.
Alrighty, so do you all work closely with your parents in some of their events as well?
Yes.
Alrighty, so I know this is not really about your dad right now, but I want to ask him, do you have plans on bringing them into some of your events to talk and be keynote speakers?
Yes, actually we had that discussion yesterday.
Okay.
And told them to get ready so they can learn how to be host of the event.
Right.
And also they go speak at the youth conference, the youth awards on the No Bullying Allowed campaign. So y'all will be able to hear March 17th at the TAP Youth Awards.
Okay. Now we will have more information about the Youth TAP Awards, so stay tuned for that. And these young ladies are just really making moves, so I'm really proud of you all. I am blessed to get to know you all, and I can't wait to see more work that you all are going to do within the community. So do you have any other plans maybe to meet with the mayor, other city officials?
Yes.
I know that you've met the mayor maybe once so far, and so have you all been in communications with him about doing more maybe city supported events?
Yes, we're trying to get as much information to different people as possible.
Okay, so have you all consider, or have you all start working on a brochure or flyer or something that you can just hand out to people as you meet them?
Yes.
We usually get flowers, and for our dance we get flyers, and we make flyers, and we'll hang them around our school. We'll pass them out and things like that.
Okay.
We just make like lots of different types of information on just wherever we can get it out to spread the word.
Okay, and I found your flyer here. And for those of you who may not know, TAP stands for the Advantage Program. And this says, rolling out the red carpet, Nessi and Taylon Jenkins anti-bullying fundraiser dance party. Theme, no bullies allowed. You are invited. Again, this is February 2nd. And what's the time frame on the dance?
7 to 9.
Okay. So parents, take your kids out to the dance. That gives you some time to go and do something that you want to do. Go have a meal somewhere with no children. Take the kids out. Do you have enough chaperones volunteered?
Yes.
Okay, so there will be plenty of chaperones, so you don't have to worry about your children. Is there a particular dress code for the dance?
No, you can just wear casual.
All right, so
clothes.
casual wear, just come as you are. You know, it's gonna be chilly, so dress appropriately for the weather. Again, the cost is only $5, and the all proceeds will help Nessi and Taylon to continue to raise awareness about bullying and speaking at events across the country. Snacks and drinks will be available for purchase. For more information, contact Taylon Jenkins, 870-897-1889. I will make sure to post this information on our KLEK Instagram and Facebook page. It says raising awareness in a positive environment, dance, food, purchases, socialize, and peers. And there will be a photo booth.
Mm-hmm.
So will you all have props in the photo booth?
Yes.
Oh wow, I wish I could go. I know it's going to be a lot of fun. So please consider going out to support these young ladies and all of their efforts that they put into. And this young man, he's been really quiet. He doesn't want to say much, Mr. Ty, but that's okay. They have put in a lot of work to raise awareness against bullying. This is something that has to come to a stop. Will it stop in my lifetime? I don't know, but I just pray that all the work that you do really helps to decline the numbers of bullying cases. We want to see that go to 0. All right, so we're going to take another break, about a minute or so. So I want to give you all time to just speak. Some encouraging words, some final thoughts.
Some encouraging words I have is, I've said this a lot of times before, but don't ever hold back. If you're feeling something, or if somebody's saying something to you to make you feel a certain way, don't let it build up, because then that's just gonna make it even worse. Yes. So I feel like you just need to let it out, and make sure you let it out to the right person.
Alrighty.
Some encouraging words are, if something is going on that is getting out of hand and out of control, go to the principal, counselor, your homeroom teacher, or something like that, to your parents, to your guardian, or something like that. So, because if your emotions keep building up like that, something is going to end up going really wrong. Yes, so I think you should let your words out and let it be.
Okay. And unfortunately, we have seen that where the person who has gotten bullied for so long, they turn around and do something really bad.
Yes.
We've had a few school shooting incidents in the past, and as a result, it was a result of bullying. It just went too far, and so the child didn't know how to express themselves any other way, and they felt like they wanted to hurt other people because they were being hurt. So we want to help stop that as well. All right, so you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're getting ready for another break, but please do not go anywhere. Again, the phone lines are open. If you have any questions or comments, 870-277-1080, and we are streaming live on Facebook, so please drop us a message, and I'll make sure to put their email address in the Facebook live stream So please stay tuned, and we'll be right back on KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. It's important that you recognize and guard against the 7 deadly sins of money management. Today, we'll cover lust and pride. Lust. This is when you spend for the pure joy of it, what people jokingly call retail therapy. The problem is that lust usually becomes a habit, and habits lead to addiction. In this case, to shopping. When you're willing to lie, cheat, go into debt, and even steal to shop, that's lust. Pride. We're often guilty of pride in 2 ways. One is when we're too prideful to admit that we're in deep financial trouble and we won't reach out for help, whether that means getting credit counseling or just admitting to your spouse or your kids that you really can't afford this expensive stuff they want. The other side of pride is not being able to say to yourself, I can't afford this right now. Never be ashamed to live within your means. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
For almost 3 years, KLEK 102.5 FM has brought you the music you love on your radio, on your computer, and on your phone. Now, we want to bring the music to your party, wedding, or any event. KLEK now offers DJ services for all occasions with over 22 years of DJ and broadcast experience. We can also announce your event on KLEK. Need a photographer for that special occasion? We got that covered too. Package deals available. Book us for DJ, photography, or for both for your event today. Call 870-203-9951 or look us up on social media at KLEK-FM.
Karaoke and photo booths with a custom design of your event are also available.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com. Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center, offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. The all-new Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
The Epic Center, located at 1899 Hasbrook Road, County Road 333, is Jonesboro's newest venue for entertainment for the entire family. They offer an auditorium with theater-style seating for up to 1,100 guests, a large stage, professional lighting and sound, dressing rooms, concessions, and more. Available for weddings, concerts, pageants, birthday parties, showers, and more. Booking and other information is available at Epic Center Jonesboro on Facebook, epiccenterjonesboro.com, and at 870-530-5841.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to our last segment of Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I hope that you all have been enjoying this conversation. These young people are such a joy to have in the studio. I love their energy and their excitement about the work that they do for the community. Again, this is Taylon, Nessi, and Ty, and their hashtag is No Bullies Allowed. They have been going around speaking. So far, they've been to Washington, D.C. They're getting ready for California. Berkeley, California. They've gone to Osceola and some other places around here in Jonesboro. We would love to see them take their message to more states. They're going to get ready also to go to Atlanta, Georgia sometime this year. So we're looking forward to everything they have going on. Again, if you would like to support their efforts, you can email them at bookingtaylonandnessi@gmail.com. I put the information in the Facebook live stream, but I will also post it on our Facebook and Instagram page. So please reach out to these young ladies and their parents and support their mission. No Bullies Allowed. They've talked about why this is so important to them. As we see in the news and social media that bullying is at an all-time high. Well, I say an all-time high, it's more in your face because of the different news outlets and social media. We are able to see it more. It used to be kind of swept under the rug and not talked about as much, but now it's in your face everywhere. And unfortunately, more people are so quick to pull out their cell phone and record something bad happening versus recording and highlighting something good happening. So we would love to see more positive, happy, good stories spread around social media versus all the negative ones. In your schools, do you get in trouble if you get caught with your cell phones?
Yes, at my school.
Okay.
It's if they allow us to have our cell phones out, then we don't. If they say we can have it out, but if we're not allowed to be on it, like in the hall, or have earbuds in the hall or anything like that.
Okay. Do you ever notice any students, ones that are bullies or just like to tease and pick? Do you see them purposely starting stuff and then someone possibly recording it in the class or in the hall just for some likes or laughs?
No, well, usually they only take their phone out just to sneak it under their desk and just video, but they usually don't record it when something bad is happening.
Okay. I hope no one's cheating on their phone though. The teacher's gonna have to start walking. Do your teachers still walk around the classroom?
But sometimes they'll sit down and like look at their computer, but then some people will get on Snapchat and they'll video the person beside you.
Oh my goodness. You all, I'm glad I went to school in the days way before cell phones. I know that makes me sound old, but anyway. We didn't have all the social media things that you all have.
Yeah.
Now, we barely had Google. We didn't even have Google. Anyway, that's another story. So, it seems like kids, teenagers, adolescents are finding more creative ways to spread things. And we had some officers here from the Jonesboro Police Department talk about bullying and cyberbullying in particular. So along with being physically bullied, people your age are also being cyberbullied. Have you all seen or heard of any incidences where a rumor is spread or something really bad is put out there on whatever the popular social media apps?
Yes.
What is one of the most popular apps that I guess kids your age?
Snapchat. Yes, Snapchat.
Okay, so I see that it's fairly easy to take a screenshot of a message and then spread it around to everyone that's in your list. I don't know if you call it friends, followers, or whatever. I'm sorry. I'm still learning some of the language. I know how to operate the apps. But some of the little fine details I'm still learning. So, do you ever talk about that aspect of spreading things through, say, social media apps or on the computer? A lot of kids have Facebook and Instagram. So do you ever talk about that aspect of bullying as well?
Yes. We talk about, it's basically cyberbullying. Okay. So we talk about regular bullying, cyberbullying. We talk about all the different types of bullying, basically.
Okay. Now, hopefully this is something you all don't ever have to deal with, but unfortunately, you know how everybody's quick to take a selfie or a picture? Have you ever heard of any students taking pictures, or they think they send a picture to someone privately, but then it gets spread around?
Yes.
All right. So, do you speak up about being mindful of the types of images that you send, even if you think it's private?
Yes.
Okay. Also, I've seen in the news, and these were these were college kids that made like a ranting video. Said some very ugly, nasty things that end up coming to bite them.
Was it the college girl talking about that she can say whatever she wants?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, and then there's been several others as well that has come to the surface. So, just being mindful, because that's also a form of bullying, because you feel that you have some power over someone, that you can say and do whatever you want to make them feel bad, to alter their mood, like make them feel less than something. Put yourself up here and put them down here. That's still in essence a form of bullying. So hopefully we'll start seeing these numbers go down. We'll start seeing a lot of more kids being nice to each other. We will definitely be on the lookout for you all 2018, see what all you have up your sleeves. And if you have any type of handouts, please bring us some.
Yes.
Thanks to the studio, we would love to help spread the word.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Ty, you're not going to talk to us at all? He's such a cutie. He's just not going to talk. That's okay. So, Dad, I want to bring you to the mic. Any final words? Anything you would like to say? Any encouraging words?
Yeah, I'd like to say, what they're doing with the No Bullies Allowed campaign is so important, that as adults sometimes we don't realize that in a home that's where it starts. We need to start listening to our children. We need to start asking them questions. We need to start spending more time with them outside of sports, going to their ball game. We need to just be with them, do homework with them, talk to them, check their phones, things like that, so we can understand what they're going through. Because if we don't, and if the parent is upset and the parent got issues and the kid's walking around with issues, more than likely the parents go get upset with the kid. The kid does not want to go, talk to the parent, and it's going to be dysfunction everywhere. So the parents need to basically start understanding what these kids are going through in school, and also parents need to also start taking care of themselves and be more a part and more in tune in the children's life, other than from what I'm seeing, have been around for 10 years in counseling, is basically sports. A lot of things is sports. If it's not sports, basically the parents really not there, like they need to be with the kids.
All right.
And also come out, March 17th to the TAP Youth Awards, and also have the parents 6th, 7th, and 8th grade come out and bring the children out to support Nessi and Taylon for the No Bully Allowed campaign. And we need to start supporting each other around here.
Yes, sir. Thank you so very much for that. Thank you, ladies, and Mr. Ty for joining us today. Hashtag No Bullies Allowed. Let's get that trending. Come on, y'all. And don't forget to go check out their Instagram page, Tay, T-A-Y, and Nessi, Nessi, on Instagram. Follow them and hit that notification button so that you can see what's going on with them every time they make a post. And don't forget to help these young people in their efforts to spread awareness for bullying. Hashtag No Bullies Allowed. Thank you all so much for joining us. I look forward to hearing more about your California trip whenever you come back. Hopefully it is nice and sunny, better weather than we have going on right here. All right, so you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. We will have Dr. Yvette Allen from Arkansas State University talking about why do we celebrate Black History Month. Don't miss it. All right, have a great day and stay warm.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of